hello, and welcome to another awesome, dope show. This is Brave Talk Show. I'm your host, Tony Nicole.
I'm your host, Crystal Rogers.
And I'm your host, Dan Nicole.
That's right. We're your three lovely, beautiful hosts of Brave Talk Show. We want to say thank you so much to our viewers for the support and sharing of our videos. Make sure that you check us out on YouTube under TNE Networks, where you can check out all of our shows, including Elite Life, which is hosted by James J.T. Thompson. He has some awesome guests on his show. So make sure you go there, subscribe, and make sure you click on that little bell that's next to it so you can get the notifications when we start having our shows on there. So that way you won't miss it. You won't miss any of the shows, okay? So what's going on, ladies? Of course, I always miss y'all every time, every show. When we go off, I'm like, I miss my girls. Can't wait to see them again. So what's going on in y'all neck of the woods? What's happening, Crystal?
Today is a wonderful sunny day in South Carolina. It's Memorial Day this weekend, so everybody be safe. The lakes are full, people out on their boats and stuff, and I'm just highly blessed to have such wonderful ladies like Tony and Danny in my life, and JT. So hope everybody's having a blessed weekend.
Okay. What's going on in the A, Danny?
Well, trying to shift gears a little bit, I am on cloud nine. My daughter just sent me some graduation photos of her cap and her gown, y'all.
Congratulations.
My baby. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm a proud mama.
Listen, guys, she don't even look like now she officially has two babies that are graduates. So she already had a son that graduated. Now her daughter, she had one more that's left out of the deck to graduate. So
what is the time? I feel like I walked out of a time machine or something. I don't know which one it was, but man, it was just like yesterday. I felt like they were telling me, hey, it's time to push. Now here she comes, and now here she comes graduating with a cap and gown. And I'm like, whew.
It was a blur, right?
Really, yeah.
Wait till you start having grandbabies. Time really flies.
Okay, what we're not going to do, Miss Crystal, is speak that over my life.
Well, she just went straight forward with it. She was like, well, wait till you start having grandkids.
Yes, I know what they say. I know why they call them grandmas or nanas, like I'm called, because when it's time to go home, it's time to go home.
That's true. Yes. Yes.
Well, that's good. I mean, everything's fine here. It's beautiful and sunny right now. Going to be a little bit bipolarish later on. We're talking about some storms coming in the area. Yesterday, I went to the lake at one of the parks, Jaton Park. Danny, you went there with me before. And it was gorgeous. The wind was high. It was beautiful day. I had a little friend walk up on me, a little ducky. I guess he thought I had some food. So he was just straight Bogart, like had his head up looking at me like, so what you got? What you got to give me? Like, I need something. So I said, I'm so sorry. I don't have nothing. I had my keys in my hand. So he was like, well, that'll do. I'm like, no, you're not eating my keys. I'm sorry. I don't know how hungry you are. Not doing that. But all of a sudden, a big old gust of wind came through. And I said, that felt good, but I don't think that was right. So I think I need to go back to my truck. So I went back to my car and went home. And luckily, by the time I got home, everything was black. We were under a tornado watch, all of that. So it was crazy. So it's a mess. But let's talk about what's going on currently in the world. So things are moving rapidly along, as we know. Like I said previously, in North Carolina, our governor has put us into the second phase, meaning that bars are opening at 50%, restaurants are opening at 50%, meaning you can go in and sit down and enjoy yourself. I'm not quite sure about the movie theaters yet. I think the movie theaters are open in other states. but I think we're still trying to watch it. But I know the gyms are not opening here yet. And let's talk about how some of these companies are going bankrupt. You know, Hertz Rental Car just announced that they're going out of business. They're filing bankruptcy, and that's because a lot of people are not traveling or rental cars now. So, you know, Pier 1 Imports, love that store.
Yeah, I love that store.
548 stores. So
they said the flights at the Atlanta airport was down 91%. The flights. They showed the airport this morning on the news, and it was like ghost town.
As busy as that airport is,
yes,
that look like that. So, what you heard, Danny? You heard anything?
Well, I mean, right where I live, everyone is picking up as business as usual. And I do have a funny story. You know, it's actually it's two-part blessing and funny. I went into Firehouse Subs, and it was my first experience there. If y'all have not eaten Firehouse Subs, it's going to bless your life.
The hook and ladder sub is banging.
I had I was able to get a discount because I'm a first responder, and they saw my T-shirt. And, you know, they were trying to get business from where I work and everything, but I got a nice little discount. Went to Dairy Queen because I felt like I wanted some ice cream, and because of my shirt, the same shirt that I was wearing, Northside Pediatrics, where I work. That's where I be. Okay, holler out to my people. Okay, so anyway, so I walk in there and everyone is just, you know, ordering and everything. They're talking, but as soon as I walk in, the mask went on. I was like,
hey, take it. Any precaution there is, we got to take it. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? You know, I mean, I'm trying to get some ice cream just like you, you know, but everyone is carrying on as business as usual. They're happy, they're talking, and of course, the people are still really just kind of like, you know, being cautious. But the traffic, oh my gosh, people, please.
I was
careful out
there. There wasn't no traffic. Now the traffic's back.
Yes, I hate the traffic.
Can't say it enough. Act like you know how to drive, people, okay? Act like you know.
Yeah. Well, one more thing I want to add too. JCPenney has also announced that they are closing 30 stores. So they could be on their way out of here as well. I like JCPenney because they always have nice stuff. But a lot of our stores are closing, you know, I mean, and that's because of this pandemic. It's really took a major hit on our economy, people losing jobs, all of that. So, and what I would like to do, viewers, if you can, please chime in. You can connect with us on Facebook, or you can connect with us on IG, or you can email us at b.r.a.v.women3@gmail, and you can send us in a question. If there's any kind of questions of the day that you would like for us to discuss on the show, make sure you do that. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. But hold tight, Brave-ites. We'll be back. We're going to come up with our first guest, so stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Danny Nicole. I am one of the hosts of the Brave Talk Show. So guess what? We're offering an opportunity to all entrepreneurs to promote or advertise their business on our show. For more information, please contact us at t.n.e.networksllc@gmail.com or visit our website at www.tnenetworks.com. Hey, have you seen the show yet? Check us out on YouTube. And if you like it, hit like and then subscribe. How about that?
Hey everyone, this is Brave Talk Show, and we are back. I'm one of the co-hosts, Crystal Rogers, with also Tony Nicole and Danny Nicole. And we have a great guest coming on right now. I'm honored to tell you she's my friend. She's a woman of God, and she has been through a very bad accident many years ago, and she became paralyzed. So she's going to talk about her faith of God, how he brought her through this storm. And how you doing, Tina?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Can you share with us briefly your story?
Okay, I was in a car accident in 1992. I tried to miss an animal that came across the road in front of me and went off an embankment and was paralyzed. And long story short, a week before my accident, I had been out of the will of God. And I had said a prayer and asked God that no matter what he done, that to take whatever he had from me. And it was a strange prayer, I know, to get me back in the will of God. And so a week to the day, if I recall correctly, is the morning that I had my accident. And so it was an hour before anybody found me. And they airlifted me to the hospital. And I was in the hospital about, I think, 4 to 6 weeks. And I went to a rehab center. And at this time, I had been through all sorts of emotions of being angry and feeling sorry for myself and things like that. And when I went to the rehab center, I met a lady there. She was my roommate. And she had a little boy that was the same age as my little boy at the time of my accident. And they were both 1. And we became quick friends. And she was a woman of faith, and she was the best Christian lady that I came in contact with. And she had a big impact on my life. She had MS, and she and her family, they would come in and sing the most beautiful hymns you ever heard, and talk about the Lord. And they had the peace in their hearts that I wanted in mine. And of course, I was saved when I was young, but I had been out of the will for a long time. And I remember that peace, and I wanted it back in my heart again. And they had that peace that I wanted, and that I yearned for again. And so and she would witness, and they would come in, and so one day the therapist and all had came in and said that they had to bring our kids for part of our therapy to learn how to take care of them, and from a wheelchair. And so I said to this lady, I said, how are we going to do it from a wheelchair? And if both of us were, we're nervous and all. And so she had her faith, and she was like, we can do this. And of course I was more nervous than her. And so they brought him in that day. And so
That's okay. Take your time, honey. Take your time.
I had been selfish. I had been so selfish because they handed me my kid, and I easily got a hold of him, and she couldn't because she had weakness in her arms and from the MS. And I looked, and there she was, very happy and thankful for what she had. And I had been so selfish because I had no problems. I mean, yeah, I was paralyzed, but I had so much to be thankful for, and God had still gave me so much that I hadn't even seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not praising him for what I had,
Mm-hmm.
And that opened my eyes to so much, because I asked him, you know, I asked him to bring me to where I was, basically. And God doesn't take, God doesn't punish or hurt.
Mhm.
God's love is pure,
That's right.
and God's will is good.
Mhm.
And he looks for our eternal welfare.
Right.
And I realized in that moment that all these things, and I realized that God loves me, and I was the one wrong, and that I needed to get my heart right. And all that God was doing was waiting on me, you know.
Mhm.
And so that was my turning point. And after that, I wasn't in there but like 2 more weeks. I busted my butt and I got out of there, and all thanks to this one lady and the good Lord above, you know, I got myself in gear and I got out, and I've came a pretty long way. I still have my moments. I still have a lot of days that are not good, you know, and but God always sees me through. God brings me through the storms. God, you know, if I turn to him, you know, I don't always see. If I trust in him in the beginning of my problems, I
Mhm.
know he's already knows the ending. So he knows what my future holds, you know, and I have to trust in him through everything. And that's the one thing I didn't do before. And sometimes I forget that I have to do that, and I have to remind myself frequently that that we have to do that, and we're human, and it's easy to forget. So, but he's brought
Okay,
me through a lot.
so I am so blown away by your testimony, and it's touching my heart. And I know the viewers are totally um, um, loving exactly what you're saying, because it's hitting home for them. How has your journey been since your accident?
How's my journey been?
Yeah.
Um, it's been hard. A lot of things have happened. My son was also 5 years ago in an accident and almost lost his leg, and he was hit by a semi. So there's been a lot of struggles that we've had to turn to the Lord, and the Lord has been our rock. You know, he has seen us through so much that if we didn't have him, I don't know what we would do,
Mm.
because
Mm.
he's he's like our boat, and
Mhm.
we're going down the river. You know,
Mhm.
he's
Mm.
he's our saving grace, and if we didn't have him, what could we do? You know.
Right. Well, listen, I want to say that you are a courageous woman, Tina. You are definitely a courageous woman. And I see you sharing your testimony with so many people across this world, encouraging them to fight and to stay, especially in the will of God. And I have to truly commend you on being an amazing woman. So I really appreciate you being on the show with us today, sharing your story. Now, I have one question before we wrap it up on this interview. If someone wanted to get in touch with you about you sharing your story, how can someone reach you?
I do have Facebook, or they can get in touch with me through Crystal as well.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate it. Brave Ites, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to take a brief break. Don't go nowhere. Just stay tuned.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal Rogers. I just wrote a book called I Survived the Storm. It's about my once broken life and about toxic and alcoholic relationships. If God can bring me through it, He can you too. You can purchase the book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Or if you do not order online, you can personal message me, Crystal Rogers, and I would be glad to send you a copy. It's $13. Y'all have a blessed day.
Welcome back to the Brave Talk Show. I am one of your hosts, Danny Nicole. We got Tony and we got Crystal. I am so excited to have my people on as our next
Not
guest.
just your people, they my people too.
Look,
And now they Crystal.
Yes.
So
they
let's
was my people. Okay? I'm claiming them.
trying to
They was
hog
already
everybody.
mine. They was already mine. Okay, so let me get back to my intro, please. Thank you. So, Yigil and KiKi Nivens. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for be a part of our show. Could you please just tell our brave viewers who Yigil and KiKi Nivens are? Like, who are you?
Yes, no.
Work it up in a nutshell. Can you work it up? Work it out.
I mean, we just everyday people, you know, just doing life together. You know, this is my best friend, and that's what we doing. Like, it's nothing extra in it. It's easier than people think. So,
yeah, I agree. That's my homie.
I just love y'all energy, man. That's just my homie.
Oh my gosh, yes. Can you also just like share some of the things that you're both currently doing? Like, what is it that you all are doing now, especially our current situation?
Getting on each other's nerves for sure. I do. I strive to. No, it's been really a blessing in disguise being able to have this close knit time with our family and share a lot of laughter, a lot of love, and really be hands-on, you know, without the interruption of having to leave the house. Like, we are really taking time to just get to know each other even better. So
awesome. And I have to say, I'm sorry, but I have to say there's a lot of laughter in that household. There's a lot of laughter.
It definitely is.
A lot of laughter in that household.
I'm telling you, I get entertained by y'all Facebook page, especially when it comes down to your son and stuff, you know, like some of the things he be doing. I said,
Oh yeah.
I said, wow, so much he got more energy than I do. I said, I need some of that energy he got. But
He's around the clock.
yeah,
it's around the clock. I can imagine. So, well, first off, before I ask y'all a question, I have to honestly say that both of y'all compliment each other so well.
Oh my God.
You know, I love how y'all show love for each other. And it's not, you know, how you got people on social media, they be like, you know, I'm showing off, this is my boo. They're not necessarily him. You actually showing off, saying, you know what, this is what real love looks like. This is us. This is our family. This is what we do. You know, we build.
right.
Exactly.
And that's what you're showing people. So I think that's awesome because y'all supportive of each other. Y'all are just amazing. So what I would like to know is, for our viewers, like, what are some insights that you can share with us about how a couple such as yourselves keep your marriage strong?
Well, we keep it honest with each other. We also believe we've taken like marriage classes and marriage counseling classes, even though at that time, like, we didn't have problems, but we always felt like, you know, if you want like a promotion at your job, you strive to be the best worker. If you want to be the best sports player, you stay at practice later than everybody else, but nobody's practicing on their marriage. You know, so we figured that, you know, we should take marriage classes too, just in case there's something that we're not addressing, you know, and you never know. So we incorporate a lot of that stuff that we learn from marriage class and just be real with each other as far as how we feel about a certain situation.
investing. You know, what you put in your marriage, you get out. I think another strong thing for us where we were friends before we were anything else. So that's how our foundation started as friends, and we were like really dope friends. So that's just how we operate. Like, I don't feel like, I know I'm married, I just don't feel like it. I feel like I'm just with my homeboy, you know what I mean? And we've been friends for 17 years. So that's just how I'll come home and be like, guess what? Like, it's like this is my friend. So it really helps to have that foundation to stand on, most importantly.
Okay, God knew what he was doing when he made you and you both of y'all together. Because I mean, because that's something that you don't find. You don't hear that a lot from couples, that, you know, this is actually my best friend. It's a big difference when you say, oh, I'm marrying my best friend. That's just a title. But when you actually feeling it and living it, it's a big difference. So, man, that's what's up. I'm so glad.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at it, you don't want to hurt your best friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, your best friend is like somebody that, you know, that's your best friend, you know? So, like, anything that you do, you always do with them in mind, because at the end of the day, you know, you see a lot of couples treat their friends better than they treat their mates, you know? But if that's your friend, you should treat them just like your friend, you know?
And that's how I don't get into arguments with my friends. You know what I mean? Some of my homegirls for the past 20 years, we don't argue every day. We don't talk to each other or treat each other any kind of way. So if I can do that with them, would I look like arguing with my husband every day, you know, or taking attitudes out on him? Like, that just don't make sense. So
if y'all want something, I got something to throw. Which I feel like doing. Let me say something real quick before Crystal asks the question. When I tell you that if y'all don't stop playing and go ahead and do some kind of video for couples and stuff like that, for real talk.
We've been talking about it. We've definitely been talking about it.
We just know listen. So as well that when we step out on that platform, though, marriages are very important. That's one of the closest relationships, such as God and the church. So we definitely are praying on that, but we know that once we take that step, He coming for us. So we just want to make sure we got the full armor of God on, because He is not going to want us saving marriages. So
of course not. But guess what?
Girl,
but y'all are strong.
Yes.
And I can't even see nothing or nobody breaking that bond. So
I know that's
right. Crystal, I'm gonna shut up now. Go ahead and let you ask the question.
I'll be quiet.
Y'all are so cute. I can relate to y'all because my husband of 4 years is my best friend, and we also have another show coming on TNE Networks, Love Language. So I would love to have y'all back on the show.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask y'all, what are some plans that you both have for the future? What are some plans?
Have more fun. No, oh man, we are so about having fun, but also making sure that we show our children what real love looks like too. You know,
That's good.
This definitely extends down to our kids and showing them how to love. We are the proud parents of 3 boys. So we definitely want to raise kings that can take care of other queens out there and make sure that they are, you know, treating women right and know what love looks like. But amongst all things, just make sure you continue to have fun. I think that's really the key to our success in our marriage. We've laughed about some of the worst times in our life too. You know what I mean? And God saw us through that as well. So
that's awesome.
I mean, life is short. You know, you got to enjoy it, man.
Especially now.
Yeah, you're not promised tomorrow. So
that's true.
You know, one of our goals is just to enjoy each other as long as we can. You know.
Oh, forever.
Man, God, please.
I just can't. Oh my God, that's pain. Oh my God.
We just need more, y'all out here. I'm telling you, we just need more. I'm telling you straight up, like this will not be the last time that you guys will be on the show, because we will have a special coming up. It's going to be like a panel discussion where we're going to have other couples on there. So we definitely want y'all on that special, because it's going to be about relationships and marriages. So I think that you guys will definitely, you know, benefit from it, but add a lot of value to it as well. So and we're going to be looking for that show, you know, to come through.
Who in the back? Double meaning
They're
for that.
home, okay? Look, they're home. They can
No,
they want to like, who is that? Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's been
Thank you.
fun and like
Thank
I said,
you.
awesome. We love you guys. And Brave Ites, for you guys watching, make sure you stay tuned and do not forget this couple down here, Yigil and KiKi Nivens. You're going to see them more and more out here on our network, but most importantly, just out in the world, period, because they have that gift and that light. So just make sure, learn
Yes.
Learn.
So we'll be right back after a word from my sponsor.
Hi, this is Tony Nicole, co-host of Brave Talk Show, also CEO and founder of T&E Networks and T Nicole Enterprises. I am so happy and glad to present an opportunity to you guys for advertisement. So if you have a business or a brand and you would like to have it featured as a commercial slot on one of our shows, we would love to work with you. All you have to do is contact us via email at t.n.e.networksllc@gmail.com, or you can visit our website at www.tnenetworks.com. We would love to showcase your brand, your business. We love partnering up with all types of businesses. We want to make sure that you shine just like we do. So make sure that you contact us, and we'll be more than happy to work with you. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, we're back. Thank you so much, guys, for coming back to Brave Talk Show. What an awesome show we had today. We had the fabulous Tina Reavis, who had a powerful testimony. So we are blessed to have her on the show, because that accident she was in, we wouldn't have been able to have her here, but God kept her here for a purpose, and we are so thankful that she came on the show. Also, awesome couple, Yigil and KiKi Nivens, they came on the show. Phenomenal wisdom that they gave as a married couple. We love seeing that, because those are very important tools that we need to take on for those that are in a relationship, those that are looking to get into a relationship, those that are looking to get married, all of that. Take those words to heart, I'm telling you.
Yes.
But this is the time when we wrap up our show. I hate to see us go, but we got more shows to come. So, this is look forward to what's else to come for us. But let's go ahead and do our motivational moment. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out mine. So my motivational word for the day is going to be abundance. Abundance and overflow, actually. When you are steadfast in believing in yourself and doing what you are set out to do, then the rewards of abundance come into play. So that's my word. What about you guys?
Mine is blessings. Some blessings are blocked by what you refuse to leave behind. So leave your hurts and pains behind so you can move forward. Don't live in the past. Be blessed for what you have.
Wow, that's awesome, Tony and Crystal. Mine is going to be do not become complacent in your what you have called your normal. Okay, what God has in store for you, you need to be more open-minded so that you can move past to greater heights and deeper depths. That's it.
Oh, wow. Powerful. Listen, we really, really and truly enjoyed you guys today. As always, make sure you check us out. Make sure you go to our YouTube page again, T&E Networks, subscribe, and also click on that bell so you can get the notifications every time a new video comes out. Also, make sure you check us out on our website, www.tnenetworks.com. Until next time, Brave Ites, we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.